Orphanage with all of these beautiful babies. Say hi!
Hi!
And here we have the owner. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell people who you are and things like that? Maybe you could speak in Swahili.
Yes. You can speak Swahili. Jielezee mwenyewe kuhusiana na kituo na nini na kila kitu. Jielezee mwenyewe ni nani na kila kitu.
Okay, mimi ni mkurugenzi wa hiki kituo na hiki kituo kina watoto 60 wanaokaa hapa ni Blessed Orphans na wanahitaji support ya elimu na chakula
Thank you.
Yeah, so he owns this orphanage. There's about 60 students here. Most of the time, you know, the parents can't afford to keep the children and stuff like that. So here he comes in and helps these amazing children. They have 4 teachers. Since Corona, they lost 2 teachers. So now there's only 2 teachers here. And they're really asking for funding to be able to help these beautiful babies. And you know, y'all know how I do. So we're gonna try to get some sponsors for these children so that way we can try to help this orphanage, Blessed Faith Orphanage, right here in Arusha. You know, I believe that all children should have education and all children should have a future. And this is the next generation. It's very important for these children to be able to have education so that way they can make something of themselves in the future. So we want to be a part of that to make sure that these children have a future. With your help, we will definitely be able to get all these babies on the go to have good jobs to make it out here in this world. So I'm gonna show you guys where they're staying, the curriculum that they have, their education, what he is doing for these children. One man is taking care of 60 different children and organizing this together with the little bit of resources that he has. So we want to be able to help him to be able to continue to what he's doing. Right now, I know he's trying to expand so he can help more children and things like that. And that is completely what I stand for. So let's check it out, guys. Let's do something. We are here and we're gonna make it happen. Amazing teachers who work right here, who give their whole lives for basically anything to teach these children because of how much they love the children. This is very important in this type, in any atmosphere, to do what you really truly love. They have 4 teachers originally. 2 of them couldn't make it anymore because of Corona. These teachers fought through Corona, fought through everything else to make sure that these children have an education. And those are the things that Jules on the Run is trying to sponsor. Those are the type of things that we want to make sure that these teachers are okay and that because of what they stand for. I just want to give this moment for recognition for these teachers, for how hard you work and how much you love what you do with these children. So thank you so much for what you're doing and teaching them, and continue doing it, because life is hard sometimes, guys, but if you continue to do what you love, trust me, God God will bless you and make sure. And that's how I was able to find them and to take care of you guys now, because of everything that you're doing for these children. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Guys, so this is where the children stay in this orphanage.
Himself is your what do you call it? Sorry. Orphanage. Okay. Himself.
Yeah.
Oh, you were an orphanage.
Yeah.
Wow.
In history, where he say he was born in a hospital called Mkuranga. Mkuranga. Where is the region? Mkoa gani?
Iko hapo maeneo ya mbele ya nani Usa.
Okay, it's nearby to the Arusha called Usa.
Okay.
Mkuranga.
Hasa nilipokuwa pale nikawa na wanahistoria nasema kwamba nikafika miaka 2.
When he get 2 years old, when from that hospital where he grew up, he was born.
Akaja bibi mmoja.
The old mother came from that hospital.
Akazungumza na ile hospitali pale.
She was talking from the hospital.
Basi ndio ile hospitali wakanipa mimi nikae na ule bibi.
And the hospital allowed the grandmother to take him, to raise him home.
Okay.
Kwa hiyo mimi sijui ni kabila gani.
He don't know his tribal.
Sijawahi kumwona baba.
He never see his father.
Sijawahi kumwona mama.
He never see his mother.
Wow.
Kwa hiyo wakanikatia jina la Tony.
And then those people, they give him name Tony.
Kwa hiyo sijui hata Tony kutokana na nini.
He don't know the Tony what is coming from. He don't know the Tony what that mean.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kwa yule bibi akanilelea.
The baby raised him. Grandmother raised him.
Akanipeleka shule ya Izawali.
She brought her to the local normal hospital, normal school, local school from the government.
Kwa hiyo nikafika darasa la 7.
When he get 7, when he finished standard 7,
akasema mimi mwisho wangu kusomesha ni hapa.
And the grandmother say, I'm done. I'm stopping here for my help.
Wow.
Na mimi nilikuwa na moyo wa kusoma shule.
And he was very hard working, like school so much.
Basi akanipa na hiki kieneo nilijenga mabweni hapa.
And the grandmother give this area where we see this, where he bring these buildings. Yes.
Wakasema huo ndio msaada wangu.
And she said that is only my help for you.
Kwa sababu nilikwama kwenda shule.
So before he didn't proceed to go school because don't school fees, nobody will support him anymore. The grandmother support him until that age, standard 7, and then he give this piece of land, and then that's it. And then she.
Basi nikasema na mimi sihitaji watoto yatima kama mimi wateseke kama nilivyoteseka.
And he say from his heart, he don't want to see the orphanage kids to have a hard life like he passed through.
Now, grade 7, how old was he at the time?
Sorry, again?
Grade 7, how old was he at the time?
Standard 7 is gonna be like when in Tanzania you can start standard 1 when you have 7 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was 14, and his grandmother said that's it, and then she left him this piece of land.
Yes.
And he decided to open it to become an orphanage to help other children.
Baada ya bibi kukuacha na kukupa eneo la nyumba hapa, uliendelea kufanya nini wewe mwenyewe kwa sababu uko na umri mdogo kama miaka 14?
Nilikuwa na kwa sababu nilichelewa kuanza shule. Nilikuwa labda na umri kama wa kwenye miaka 20 kwa sababu nilichelewa kuanza shule. Nilikuwa ni mkubwa, nilichelewa kuanza shule.
He was late to start in standard 1 in that normal standard from Tanzania. You started standard 1 when you have 7 years old. But he was late.
He was late.
So when he finished, he was almost like 20 years old.
He was almost 20 when he finished?
Yes.
Wow.
Kwa sababu nilikuwa sina mtu wa kunijali kwamba nenda shule. Kwa nilianza shule nilikuwa karibia na miaka 13, nilikuwa mkubwa.
He started standard 1 when he was 13 years old.
13, he started at
First
Because
grade.
nobody will give him like a
Money.
check on him, go to school, or to motivate him to go to school until the grandmother.
until the
So-
grandmother came.
Kwa aliponiacha hivyo nikawa nimepata maono ya kufanya tu vibarua kwa mtaani, kuotesha mboga na nini, nikawa napata pesa ndogo ndogo, nikaweza kujenga banda la karatasi.
And from that moment, he was no employment, no profession and everything. So he did like a small job to plant things from the people and then to get a little money to support himself from the living for his life.
Kwa nilianza na banda la karatasi hapa.
He was starting with a heart from the papers, things to building this area.
Okay.
Basi kuna kanisa moja liko hapo juu, alipoona hivyo akasema kwa huyu moyo, na tunafahamu kwamba huyu alikuwa ni yatima na anapenda kusaidia yatima wenzake, basi ndio wakasema tutakusupport, wakasema tutaanza kukupa chakula unapoanzisha watoto.
Okay, there are other church a little bit farther from this area. So the church, they see him, how he struggle, how he tried to building and everything, and then the church, they support him to building this and then to starting the project.
That's amazing. So
Yeah.
the church supported him.
Yes, the church supported again.
Wow,
after.
and helped build this.
Yes.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Basi nikawa nikienda huku mjini na kukutana na marafiki wanaofanya kazi kwenye mambo ya utalii na nikawaomba bwana, kwa sababu mimi nina kituo pale, mkipata wageni mnaleta. Kwa hiyo saa nyingine walikuwa wanaleta.
Okay. So when you go to town to look from the job or opportunity, so he met with the people working to the safari companies, and then he begged them, if you have more clients, if you get the client who want to go to see the orphanage, you're gonna bring from my orphanage where I'm living up here, and then the things I will keep moving.
Okay.
Kwa hiyo wakanisaidia kuzungumza na wale, kwa walikuwa wanaleta wageni hapa. Kwa sasa wageni wakasema kitu nataka kufanya nini, kwa mimi nilikuwa nawaambia asilimia kubwa watoto kwanza wapate sponsor. Ndio maana watoto wengi walipata elimu, ana ilikuwa ndio.
And those people, the guide who tried to help him to bring client, and the client, they came here, sometimes volunteer, sometimes the other client to go to the tourist industry, and then they came here and then they asked him what he need, and then they say the big thing, the first things he need to get this kid to get a sponsor, because it's gonna be easy for them to proceed from their own goals and their own dreams, because from himself he can't handle all those kids,
Of course.
because he don't have an income. So he begged those clients, and they talk to the client, and the client, they talk individual. Sometimes they come here, it's just also they are student, but they feel it from the heart. They take one to support, so that's how we can get a sponsor from through individual students.
Okay.
Kwa hiyo hapo watu wakaanza kuniamini kwamba kweli moyo wangu ulikuwa ni wa kusaidia.
From that moment, people started to trust him, and then he think like he has heart to support the kid, he has heart to support the community, the orphanages.
Na serikali ndio nizunguka ikaniamini.
And also the government surrounding him trust him because they see his work.
Kwa hiyo mtoto yote alikuwa ni yatima anayetangazwa kwamba amepotea kwenye radio na kwa nini walikuwa wanaletwa hapa, kwa sababu walishaona kwamba moyo wangu ni wa kusaidia.
And from that on, the orphanage became a big name, and then people know that. And then if the other of the kid on the street, you don't know where to go, and then they bring to him here to this orphanage.
Na hili jina la Blessed Faith Orphanage wao ndo walinipa, kwa sababu walisema blessed ni baraka na faith ni imani. Kwa hiyo ndo walinipa majina, wakasema hili linafaa.
Even the name from this orphanage they get from those clients who come here say bless. This is
Maana sasa walisema kwamba mtu kama umeanzisha kitu una from nowhere, kwamba ujue utapata wapi, ni baraka na imani nategemea, kwa hiyo inabidi uandike hivyo.
blessing. They say if you start this, you don't know, you don't have income, you don't know where you're gonna get money, you don't have anything, and then you did this, and then they see the work, and then they say it's blessing. That's why they give this name to this orphanage.
Wow.
Kwa hiyo ndio historia ilikuwa ngumu hivyo, kwa kile nilichopewa ndicho na mimi niliwapa watoto na mimi kabaki hivyo.
Yeah, that is a short history for him. So for little things he had it, and then also he shared from the kids as well.
That's amazing. So he was an orphanage himself, and then
Yes.
he decided that was the future for him to help
Yeah.
other children. That's beautiful.
It's very beautiful.
That's very beautiful.
Asante sana.
Thank you so much for your time today. Guys, I had an amazing day at Blessed Faith Orphanage. I'm here again with Sos. Tell me what guide will translate for you, bring you here, and guide you everywhere. I'm telling you guys, believe me, there's no other. like Sos, you need to contact him when you are in Tanzania because he will make your experience like no other. He's the only way I was able to communicate with the owner of this orphanage because he translated everything for me.
Yeah.
And listen, you guys know that I've traveled to 18 countries and I've never had a guide be able to translate like that for me and be able to bring me to such beautiful places.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome again. You're special. I said it from the beginning.
Yes, yes, guys.
Don't forget it. And please, we need your help. And then look for the project. This kid, they really need help.
Yes.
The guy sacrificed everything from himself, and then not only from himself, and then he want to go to help other kids from this nation. Please, think about it. Help us.
Yes,
Thank you.
I'm gonna put all of the information in the link and how can you contact Sos. I'm also gonna put that in the description below, all the contact information, so that way you guys stop playing and book with Sos because he's the real
Please.
deal. The real deal.
Thank you so much.